Your pre-market summary for Tuesday, October 25th. Futures back in negative territory here ever so slightly this morning, coming off another pretty impressive rally off the lows from Monday as we await the first of the big tech earnings to come after market tonight. We start with Microsoft and Alphabet. Google going to be on tap. Here's how the market looks right now. 0.3 for the S&P and the Dow to the downside. The Nasdaq trying to get back to positive as we speak. Just 0.1 in the red right now. TSX futures 0.42 here in Toronto to the downside. Crude 1.2 in negative territory already. A little bit more positivity at the bottom there for Ethereum, up about 3% once again today. A few things we're watching here early on this morning. That's the overall market. First of all, we were testing that last high to the upside yesterday. We are basically flat to the downside ever so slightly, so within that top end of the range once again for the S&P 500. Yeah, Chinese ADR is back on watch this morning, trying to bounce. They're all up here in the pre-market, but that's what happened yesterday. If you remember, massive moves to the downside right across the board. We'll have a look at Alibaba, JD.com on watch as well. Some of the EV makers, NIO, Li Auto, XPeng, all downside in a big way yesterday, all trying to bounce here in the pre-market. Coca-Cola out with earnings, better than expected. They also raised their forecast going forward, so good look for KO in the pre-market. GM shares higher as well. They beat right across the board, also helping Ford here in early trading, so some of the automakers on watch. We'll talk about UPS. They beat, but the forecast was a little bit questionable, so we're coming back to the downside currently. That's GE. Downside so far, they cut their full year forecast, pointed to further headwinds to come for General Electric. And Halliburton, one of the oil services names, up on a better than expected report. It's been a pretty good year so far as we've been discussing for energy names. Looks like that will continue. Grab the watch list, guys. Use that QR code on screen right now. We'll see you live. We're coming up here at 8:30 on TraderTV.Live.